All right, February 18th is the last day of general gun season in Zone D. So I brought my boy Bo back with me. And if you remember from the last video, we came out here to February 2nd to do some doe patrol, but instead we ended up killing a big 8-point buck. So the biggest one I had on camera out there. So anyway, we're back to doe patrol, but again, you never know what's gonna happen.
The buck identified as a doe.
There you go.
It was 2024.
But boy, he sure was heavy. Or
she, him.
That's right. Sure was heavy and had a big rack on its head. So, but we love big racks, don't we?
That's right.
So anyway, we got great deer hunt weather this afternoon. It's overcast. Right now. It's overcast. It's been overcast all day. It rained a ton yesterday. So the temperature's really dropping. It's low 50s right now, but it's going to be like 49 right at dark. So anyway, we're going to be, we got about another 20 minutes to drive, but we're going to be in the blind. And
last day of the season. We're counting down the hours. We got 4 hours left in the season.
That's all we have. So we're going to try to harvest a mature adult doe, or maybe two. Or maybe two. And you know, if by chance a big buck steps out, then
let me get him this time?
we'll take a shot at him too.
You're not gonna let me get him this time, are you?
It depends on how big he is.
I love you, bro.
If it's Dracula, maybe. And I'm not, you know, and the thing is, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to hunt this spot next year. I've been out here 4 years, but there's talk that I might not be hunting here next year. So, you know, that kind of plays into my mind too, whether, you know, you see a younger buck that I typically would let walk for the next year, you know, maybe we don't do that this year, today. I don't know. So anyway, that's what we're looking at, and so stay with us and see if we can get it done.
Appreciate the opportunity, Tony. Counting down the hours.
All right. Yes, they are.
That's what I mean. You gotta like lift it off. Don't just hold it right now. Hold it right now.
All right. Well, we waited until after legal shooting light just in case we saw another doe or even a shooter buck, and we did have a couple of does, but I think those are those same 2 yearlings that came out early and were there the whole day. They came out. Of course, we didn't want to shoot them, and they were way on the far end of the tree line, probably 200 something yards away. But Bo, how are you feeling about the shot?
Man, I strongly feel like I was on target, but I'm surprised she jumped and took off and made a big circle around.
Yeah.
I feel confident, but
yeah, and it was such low light that I don't know what the camera's going to show, but when I was filming it, I couldn't see if she bucked up or anything, man. So I just know she didn't drop.
That's right. I didn't drop her. So. Let's go see if we can find her.
So we think the shot was about 70 or maybe 75, maybe 80 yards.
If we can find some blood, we'll know.
Well, yeah, that's what we're doing. So right now we're going out to where we think the hit was, and we're going to try to find some blood and you know, and then hopefully track the deer.
I think she's on that tree line over there.
Oh,
they all ran to. They all ran to
right, and that tree line's at 250 yards from our pop-up.
The 2 little deer were hanging out there for a long time.
Okay.
So I'm thinking they were sniffing her or something.
Well, yeah, a lot of times deer will. They never really left the field altogether. So maybe a lot of times they will. Now, where are we now? Are we at?
This is where I shot her.
Do you see any?
Somewhere in around here.
I'm glad you weren't coughing like that in the blood.
I know, right? Look for some blood here.
I mean, man, I'm glad you're not colorblind like I am, but we might need to go get some more flashlights.
And I'm also
I got a big mag light in the truck. I think she was, I don't think she was much further than this.
All right, I think there's your buck tree right there where you shot your buck a couple weeks ago.
Okay, so that was at 155 steps, I believe.
All right.
All right, wow. Okay, so I think you didn't shoot that deer this far, I don't believe.
But
okay, look.
Right there about 30 yards.
All right, so I tell you what I've got a big mag light and I got a couple good lights in the truck, but why don't we, you saw the deer run toward that far tree line, right?
Yes, sir.
Which is at 250 yards. Let's just walk over there and see if we happen to see her laying right there just in the woods edge, and then and look for blood on the way. And then if we don't see any, then let's just go back and let's go get some real flashlights.
Right.
We just don't have.
Yeah.
So you saw her running this way, you think?
Yeah, well, she ran, kind of circled around that big, straight to those trees.
Okay. Well, gosh.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Look at this right here.
Is that, you found her?
Look at that blood.
Oh my gosh. Awesome, man. So man, you put a great hit on her. Wow, you know what? Her belly's facing the other way. That's why we couldn't see her.
Yeah, it was dark.
But you know, it's like I said, man, this field has so many little dips and little valleys that, I mean, we didn't even, wow, man. That's a big doe. That's what we want to look at. Look at that. Look at the exit wound. I mean, dude, you made a good shot, man. No doubt.
Sir.
If there was a doubt, there ain't a doubt anymore.
No doubt.
Man, good job, brother.
Hey, 5 minutes too.
Meeting the freezer right there, brother. I love it.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you know what? That is what we wanted to do. This was all about, you know, doe patrol and getting you a deer on the last day of general gun season in Zone D. And I mean, you had 15 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Something like that, 20 minutes, something like that.
That's right.
But yeah, it was hard to catch some of that on the camera. But well, let's I guess let's
You wanna
go.
get the sled?
You want to go? Yeah, let's go get that sled.
All right.
And so we don't have to drive in because
Thank you,
we don't have the 4-wheel drive truck today. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Awesome, man. I love it. And then we can talk a little bit more about it. Awesome, 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 awesome. All right. Well, I tell you what, it was still hard finding that deer. Even though we knew pretty much where it was, man, they really blend in.
She was definitely hiding from us. Had her back to us.
I bought this sled earlier, you know, before the season started, and I haven't used it yet. So I did not waste my money. It's getting used.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, sir. Glad you got it. We don't have to drive.
Yeah, well, basically my truck's in the shop, and so I've got to rent a car, 2-wheel drive truck, and the field, you know, since it rained yesterday, I don't know, maybe the truck would have been fine, man, but I just didn't want to get stuck out here. So that's why we brought the sled, just for a backup. And so anyway, I'm glad we did it.
Let's see where my shot is. There's my shot, a little higher than I wanted.
Let me see.
Shot a little higher than I wanted. I was aiming right here.
Okay, I see. And where'd you shoot? Oh, right there. Okay, man,
It's not bad.
No, not bad at all, man. Not bad at all.
I almost lost confidence that I didn't hit her.
Well, truth be told, I didn't want to like bring the mood down, but I wasn't sure if you hit her either. So I'm glad we were both wrong on that.
It was a beautiful day. Saw that sunset.
Oh man.
And it looked like the American flag, stripes, pink, orange, blue. It just lit up. For the last day of hunting season, we were blessed.
We sure were, man. God is great all the time.
And then there's two little fawns that walked up. They weren't fawns, probably a year old. Walked up within 8 yards of the stand.
Oh wow, man. I mean,
eyeballed you and looked right into your eyes for
yeah,
about 10 minutes. And I was like, oh, they're gonna spook. They didn't spook.
But we were still. That's why we were quiet and we were still. But I tell you, man, I would have driven over here any day of the year just to get that close to a couple deer. I mean, that was incredible.
Yes, sir.
All right, man.
Thank you, Tony. That was a great day.
Hey, thank you. This is exactly what I wanted to happen, man. I wanted to share this experience with my good friend, and I'm glad that you and your wife and your family are going to have some good organic protein.
Yes, sir, brother.
All right, man.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.